All right, this morning we're getting an inside look to see what it takes to be a firefighter.
Yeah, we check back in with Molly Reel, who's got her gear on and ready to rock and roll. Hey, Molly.
Hello. I mean, does this look like a movie set or what? Except it is much more important than that. Yeah, right? So we were in Roseville. This is home to the most comprehensive hazmat training center in the entire state of California. Very important training, very important work that goes on right here. And Paul here, Paul's with Station 1 here in Roseville, and he is part of the hazmat task force. Paul, how comfortable is this suit?
Not very.
No, okay, well, the good news is you look great. So I know you have some training to do. We'll let you get to it. In the meantime, I'm going to talk to Chief Ryan Harrigan. You are you are Division Chief of Special Operations in charge of the hazmat training here. Kind of talk about this site and what happens here.
Right, so this is our hazmat training site at our fire training facility. What makes this site unique, this is one of only 5 certified sites in the state of California for hazardous materials training. And specific to the rail cars, the level of rail car training we do here, it's really the only site in California, with the next closest one being in Colorado. So what you're seeing here today is this is part of our annual competency training for our on-duty crews and our firefighters here in Roseville that are part of the hazmat task force.
Yeah, important to note, this is not hazardous gas, it's just simulating it. And what is Paul doing right here?
Right, so Paul's getting up. This is a simulated derailment of a chlorine tank car. So he's getting up, diagnosing the problem, and trying to identify where that release would be coming from.
Okay, and we just saw him crawl under that car. That's actually very important in itself.
It is because of the nature of the chemical protective clothing that they are in. It's very susceptible to punctures and abrasions. So we train them to not crawl and be very mindful of what their suit comes into contact with. So what you saw there is having him come underneath that rail car is making sure he's using the proper technique and taking care of his suit.
Yeah, and we're seeing, you know, the rail car simulation here. You also have this tank truck. You have several things on site that folks are working on. Whoa, look at that smoke.
Right, so part of our annual competency, we have a handful of tasks that we make all of our hazmat qualified people go through, and it's just to make sure that they're comfortable with all the operations, working in the clothing, because this is a low frequency, high risk operation for us. We don't do it every day, but when we do get the call, we need to make sure that we're ready to respond and keep our folks safe as well as the community.
Yeah, and so what's happening here? What's he cleaning up?
So he's working on a 55-gallon drum. So the first thing we have him do is upright it with the bar, and then he puts it on the dolly, and that allows him to move it around the yard to where we need it to go.
Okay, and it's not just Roseville Fire, it's crews from all over the state who come here and train. It's such important work. I'll tell you what, the more I see, the more I appreciate you guys. Even more, we hope that you don't have to use this training, but we're so grateful that you do it, and we know you take it very seriously.
Yeah, we do. It's an important part, and we take it very seriously.
All right. I mean, talk about this train. Is this not incredible?
It really is.
But again, so grateful for these first responders. It really is. And I'll tell you what, I know that those suits are not comfortable. That might be the hardest part of this training. But they're doing it.
They're
Thank
doing
you.
All right.
You did great.
Thanks for showing that off today.
Send
That
it
was
back
cool.
to you.
Thank you.